What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something a little different, but it's probably the most important video I'll ever make. Just last year, a family stranded during a blackout survived thanks to their emergency kit. Being prepared isn't just smart, it can be life-saving. We are going to be counting down 9 incredibly useful products that could literally save your life. You never know when a disaster might strike: a hurricane, an earthquake, a massive power outage. Being prepared is everything. It's the difference between being safe and being in serious trouble. I know what you're thinking. This sounds intense. And you're right, but trust me, having this stuff on hand is a complete game changer. We're going to go through everything from providing clean water instantly to keeping your phone charged when there's no electricity for miles. We'll unbox them, test them out, and I'll give you my honest opinion on each one. The goal is simple: show you exactly what you need to keep you and your family safe, no matter what happens. You are not going to want to miss a single second, because the last item is something you've probably never thought of. But it could be the most crucial one of all. It's absolutely insane. Stick around, we're starting with the most fundamental survival need right now. Let's do this! Alright, first up is the emergency water filter. An absolute must-have. Imagine you're hiking, your water runs out, and you're miles from help. This tiny device could literally save your life. In 2022, a group of campers in Utah survived a flash flood by using their filters to drink from a muddy stream. No filter, no chance. You can survive weeks without food, but only days without water. In emergencies, clean water is the first thing to vanish from store shelves. In 2021, after a hurricane, families lined up for hours just to get bottled water. With a filter, you can turn a muddy puddle into safe drinking water in seconds. Here's the science. Inside each filter is a membrane with microscopic pores, smaller than bacteria, parasites, and even some viruses. Water molecules pass through, but the bad stuff gets trapped. Some filters use activated carbon to remove chemicals and improve taste. Others add silver to prevent bacteria growth inside the filter. Top brands like LifeStraw, Sawyer, and Katadyn each have unique features. LifeStraw is ultra-light and simple. Just dip and sip. Sawyer filters can attach to water bottles or hydration packs. Katadyn offers pump and gravity systems for groups. Compare flow rates, filter lifespan, and weight before you buy. Maintenance is key. Always backflush your filter after use to clear out debris. Store it dry and never let it freeze with water inside. It can crack the membrane. If flow slows down, backflush again or soak the filter in clean water. Replace filters as recommended by the manufacturer. Troubleshooting tip: if your filter clogs in the field, try gently squeezing or tapping it to dislodge particles. Always carry a backup if you're going off-grid. And remember, filters don't remove chemicals. Avoid water near farms or factories. This tiny straw can filter up to 1,000 gallons, almost 3 years of drinking water for one person. Keep one in your car, your backpack, and your emergency kit. No batteries, no moving parts, weighs almost nothing. Just dip, sip, done. If you only get one thing from this list, make it a water filter. Now, let's talk about power. When the grid is down and your phone is dead, a portable solar charger is a game changer. In 2020, after wildfires in California, families used solar chargers to keep phones and radios powered for days when there was no electricity for miles. There are several types: pocket-sized power banks with built-in panels, foldable mats for more power, and rugged models for camping. The bigger the panel, the faster the charge. Some even have built-in batteries, flashlights, or weather radios. Here's how solar charging works. Sunlight hits photovoltaic cells, creating electricity. No moving parts, just science. For best results, unfold the panel, angle it toward the sun, and keep it clean. Reposition every hour for maximum efficiency. Real-world use. During a hurricane, a family kept their phones charged and stayed in touch with loved ones thanks to a foldable solar panel. Even on cloudy days, solar panels still work, just slower. Lay them flat, avoid shade, and use short charging cables to reduce power loss. When choosing a solar charger, compare wattage, charging speed, weight, and durability. Look for waterproofing, multiple USB ports, and built-in batteries for cloudy days. Some models even have hand crank backups or built-in flashlights for extra versatility. Pro tip: test your solar charger before you need it. Practice charging your phone, radio, or flashlight at home. Keep it in your emergency kit and you'll never be powerless again, even when the grid goes down. Next up, let's talk about a real first aid kit. Not just the cartoon bandage box under your sink, but a kit that could actually save a life. When disaster strikes, you want to be ready for anything. Here's what you need inside: sterile gauze pads, adhesive bandages in multiple sizes, antiseptic wipes, medical tape, tweezers, trauma shears, gloves, a CPR mask, and a tourniquet. Don't forget burn gel, instant cold packs, a small flashlight, and a whistle. For extra preparedness, add a splint, eye wash, and a thermal blanket. In a real emergency, these items can mean the difference between a quick recovery and a disaster. I read about a hiker who fell and gashed his leg. His friend's kit stopped the bleeding until help arrived. That kit saved his life. Another story: a parent used a tourniquet from their car kit to stop severe bleeding after a bike accident, buying precious minutes until paramedics arrived. In a disaster, emergency services are overwhelmed. A 911 call may go unanswered for hours. You are your own first responder. That's why it's so important to know what's in your kit and how to use it. Customize your kit for your family. Include kids' medications, allergy treatments, or pet supplies if needed. For travel, add water purification tablets, extra gloves, and a list of emergency contacts. For your car, include a reflective vest and a window breaker. $10 basics are better than nothing, but a $200 tactical kit is night and day. The best kits are organized, labeled, and easy to grab in a panic. Use a waterproof bag and check your supplies every 6 months. Practice using your kit. Watch a few online tutorials or read the included booklet. When seconds count, you don't want to be reading instructions for the first time. Even kids can learn the basics. Make it a family activity. Small injuries can become life-threatening without proper care. Infection, shock, or blood loss can escalate fast. Keep a kit at home, in your car, and in your backpack. Don't realize you need it after it's too late. Now let's talk about the ultimate survival tool, the multi-tool. It's like carrying a whole toolbox in your pocket, and it can be a true lifesaver in an emergency. You get pliers, wire cutters, knife, serrated blade, saw, file, screwdrivers, can and bottle openers, scissors, and more, all in one compact device. Some even have fire starters, mini saws, or glass breakers. In emergencies, things break. You'll need to shut off valves, tighten bolts, cut rope, open cans, or even fix a broken zipper. I once read about a camper who used a multi-tool to free a trapped dog from a snare. Quick thinking and the right tool made all the difference. Not all multi-tools are created equal. Some are heavy-duty, others are ultralight. Compare brands: Leatherman, Gerber, Victorinox. Each has strengths. Leatherman is known for rugged reliability, Gerber for innovative designs, and Victorinox for classic versatility. Look for locking blades, comfortable grips, and tools you'll actually use. Some models have built-in flashlights, bit drivers, or even USB chargers. For hikers, a lightweight model is best. For home or car, go for strength and versatility. Practice using your multi-tool before you need it. Try opening cans, cutting rope, or tightening screws at home. In a real emergency, you'll be glad you know how every tool works. It's a small investment for huge peace of mind. Pick the one that fits your needs, but having one is a no-brainer. Mine's going in the car from now on. In a crisis, you'll be glad you have it within reach. When disaster strikes, grocery shelves can empty in hours, and your fridge is useless when the power goes out. Imagine a winter storm, roads closed, stores shuttered, and you're stuck at home. What's left to eat? That's where emergency food comes in. There are freeze-dried meals, vacuum-sealed bars, canned stews, and even high-calorie ration biscuits, some lasting up to 25 years. These aren't just bland survival food. Many are designed to be tasty, nutritious, and easy to prepare, even in the worst conditions. I've seen families survive hurricanes, wildfires, and even weeks-long blackouts thanks to these kits. One family I spoke to lost power for 10 days after a blizzard. Their emergency food supply meant hot oatmeal for breakfast, hearty stews for dinner, and even chocolate pudding for a morale boost. The kids thought it was an adventure, not a crisis. The best part? These foods are lightweight, compact, and packed with nutrition, protein, fiber, vitamins, and calories to keep you going. Some kits are gluten-free, vegan, or allergen-friendly. Look for options with balanced macros and check the nutrition label. Energy is everything in a crisis. Store your emergency food in a cool, dry place, under a bed, in a closet, or in a dedicated bin. Rotate your stock every few years and always check expiration dates. Some kits come in stackable buckets or waterproof containers, making storage simple and safe from pests or flooding. Pro tip: keep a manual can opener with your food stash, and don't forget comfort foods. Instant coffee, granola bars, or a favorite snack can make tough days a little brighter. Some kits even include self-heating packs, no stove needed. Whether it's a bucket, a box, or a few bars in your go bag, emergency food is a must-have for every household. Now, let's talk about staying connected. In a crisis, information is everything. But what happens when the grid is down, cell towers are silent, and you need updates fast? That's where the hand crank emergency radio comes in, a true lifesaver. These radios pick up AM, FM, and NOAA weather band, so you get real-time alerts, even when everything else is down. The technology is simple but brilliant. Just turn the crank for a couple of minutes, and you generate enough power for several minutes of listening. No batteries? No problem. Some models even have solar panels, USB charging, or built-in flashlights and SOS sirens. There are lots of models, compact pocket radios, rugged waterproof versions, and even radios with phone charging ports. Compare battery life, water resistance, and extra features to find the best fit for your needs. Some even have strobe lights or can charge your phone in an emergency. I've heard incredible stories, like a hiker lost in the mountains who picked up a weather alert about a coming storm and found shelter just in time. Or a family who used their radio to get evacuation instructions during a wildfire when cell service was down. In a blackout, your hand crank radio is your lifeline. Official instructions, weather updates, and a way to stay calm when the world goes quiet. Keep your radio somewhere easy to grab, your kitchen, bedroom, or go bag. Practice using it before you need it, so you're not fumbling in the dark. It's small, affordable, and could make all the difference. Add one to your kit, and you'll be ready for whatever comes your way. Food that lasts decades and a radio that runs on you. Two massive upgrades to your resilience. Don't wait for the next emergency to get prepared. Let's talk about the emergency thermal blanket, one of the smallest, lightest, and most overlooked lifesavers you can carry. It folds down to the size of a wallet, but in a crisis, it can mean the difference between life and death. These blankets are made of mylar, a material developed by NASA for the space program. Mylar is a thin, reflective plastic that bounces up to 90% of your body heat back to you, creating a cocoon of warmth even in freezing conditions. The science is simple but powerful. Mylar's reflective surface traps radiant heat, preventing hypothermia even in wet or windy conditions. In fact, Mylar blankets are waterproof and windproof, making them perfect for emergencies. There are countless stories of hikers, campers, and even marathon runners avoiding dangerous drops in body temperature thanks to these blankets. One marathon runner collapsed from exhaustion, but a thermal blanket kept her stable until medics arrived. You can use these blankets in so many ways. Wrap yourself for warmth, line the inside of a jacket, create a makeshift shelter, or even signal for help with the shiny surface. Some people have used them as ground covers to stay dry, as rain ponchos, or even to collect rainwater in a pinch. In snowy conditions, the reflective side can be used to attract rescuers by catching sunlight. Here's another real story. A hiker lost overnight in the mountains survived sub-zero temperatures with nothing but an emergency blanket. Without it, hypothermia would have set in within hours. In urban emergencies, people have used these blankets to stay warm during power outages or while waiting for rescue in stranded vehicles. They're incredibly cheap, so keep several in your car, your backpack, and your home kit. Compare brands. Some are thicker, some are extra large, and some come in bright colors for visibility. Pro tip: if you're stranded in your car during a winter storm, wrap yourself and your passengers in these blankets. They trap heat so well, you'll be amazed at the difference. Now, let's talk flashlights. In a blackout or emergency, light is everything. Don't rely on your phone. It drains fast and you'll need it for communication. Modern tactical LED flashlights are game changers. made from aircraft-grade aluminum, water-resistant, and built to survive drops, rain, and even being run over. There are many types: compact keychain lights, headlamps for hands-free work, and heavy-duty tactical models. Compare battery options: AA, AAA, CR123, or rechargeable lithium-ion. Rechargeables are great for daily use, but in a long-term emergency, standard batteries may be easier to replace. Some flashlights even have built-in solar panels or hand cranks for off-grid power. Compare that to old-school flashlights. Those barely put out 20 or 30 lumens. Today's models can blast over 1,000 lumens, literally as bright as a car headlight in your hand. Look for multiple modes: low for battery saving, high for maximum light, and strobe for emergencies. The strobe can disorient threats or signal for help. Always check your batteries. I recommend keeping at least 2 spare sets next to every flashlight. Some models use AA or AAA. Others have rechargeable lithium batteries. Pick what's easiest for you to keep charged. In a real emergency, you'll be glad you have options. I once heard about a family trapped in their basement during a tornado. Their flashlight let them move safely, check for damage, and signal rescuers when help arrived. Flashlights aren't just for seeing. They help you stay calm, assess situations, and let others know where you are. Keep one in every room, your car, and your emergency kit. Test yours monthly, replace batteries regularly, and consider a headlamp for hands-free tasks. In emergencies, a reliable flashlight is peace of mind in your pocket. The final item on our list is a personal safety alarm. Don't let its size fool you. These tiny devices are designed to draw attention instantly in an emergency, and they come in all shapes and colors. Whether you're walking home at night, hiking alone, or just want extra peace of mind, a personal alarm can be a real lifesaver. Here's how they work. Just pull the pin or press a button, and the alarm unleashes a siren as loud as a jet engine, up to 140 decibels. That's enough to startle an attacker, alert bystanders, and give you precious seconds to get away. Some models even flash bright lights or send your GPS location to emergency contacts. Real story. A college student was walking home when someone tried to grab her. She pulled her alarm, and the blaring sound scared the person off. In another case, a jogger used her alarm to attract help after a fall in a remote park. These alarms have saved lives in cities, on trails, and even during travel abroad. There are tons of models out there: keychain alarms, wristband alarms, clip-ons for backpacks, and even alarms built into smartwatches. Some are rechargeable, others use replaceable batteries that last over a year. Look for features like built-in flashlights, strobe lights, or even Bluetooth connectivity for added safety. Pro tip: test your alarm at home so you know exactly how it works. Clip it to your keys, purse, backpack, or even your running belt, anywhere you can reach it fast. Practice using it with your family, and make sure everyone knows when and how to activate it. These alarms aren't just for city streets. They're great for hiking, traveling, or any time you might be alone. They can scare off threats, attract help, or guide rescuers if you're lost or injured. For families, consider giving one to each member and teaching kids how and when to use it. Peace of mind is priceless. Infographic time. Studies show that personal alarms can reduce the risk of assault by up to 60% when used properly. The key is accessibility. Keep it visible and within reach. Remember, the best alarm is the one you have on you and know how to use. So that's 9 incredible products: clean water, solar power, medical gear, tools, food, comms, warmth, light, and a way to be found when it matters most. Being prepared isn't paranoid, it's smart. I want to hear from you. Have you ever used a personal alarm or any of these products in real life? Share your story in the comments, and if you have tips or recommendations for staying safe and prepared, drop them below. Let's help each other out. Your advice could save a life. Stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see you in the next one. Smash like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Stay safe, stay